President Trump is out with a new ad playing into what appears to be the theme of his general election campaign. Joe Biden will not keep you safe.
Biden and the radical left's weak response has led to chaos and violence, and their calls for defunding police would make it worse. President Trump is making it stop, sending National Guard and federal law enforcement to protect Wisconsin's families.
The Biden campaign is not calling for defunding the police. That campaign is now also responding with a similar message of its own. Donald Trump already isn't keeping you safe, and he has not made America great again.
This is our chance to put the darkness of the past 4 years behind us, to end the anger, the insults, the division, the violence, and start fresh in America. We can stop focusing on a president who thinks it's all about him and start focusing on what's best for us.
Both campaigns are now on the air in crucial swing states and districts, with both sides eyeing Wisconsin as a must-win state in November. With me now is Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. Mr. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for joining us. What's the state of the state over there in Wisconsin from your estimation?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I guess the state of the state is that people aren't responding to Trump's tired old tactics. At this point, he's scraping the pot. He's using the same old tired strategies, and he's trying to milk it for all that he possibly can, which isn't much at all at this point. His base is solidified. He has the people who's going to vote for him, but this type of rhetoric, this type of campaign communication isn't going to bring people into the fold. So it's important that Joe Biden points out the hypocrisies of the Trump presidency and the Trump campaign. So it is encouraging to see people push back against these tired old narratives. Donald Trump talks about what a Joe Biden America would look like in the middle of Donald Trump's America. We're experiencing this in real time. And just like anything else, it's something that he wants to take a step back from and not take credit for.
I got a bit of polling on Wisconsin that I want to share with you and our audience. I'm sure you've seen it. The latest CBS YouGov poll has Joe Biden leading President Trump 50 to 44. But there's also a bit more polling on the protests that have been happening in your state as well as others. The question was, do you think most of the protesters are trying to change police treatment of minorities? 73% said yes. Raise awareness of racial discrimination. 66% said yes. Act peacefully, 46%. Destroy public and private property. This is where it starts to flip. A majority said, 56% said yes, that's what they're trying to do. Overthrow the government, 44%. Those numbers, do they concern you in terms of where those voters might go for the election when the president is saying that you need him to restore law and order, and that Black Lives Matter movement and the protesters are only there to destroy American suburbs, not there to build them up?
No, I'm not going to concern myself there, because the encouraging numbers, I'm glad to see it broken down that way, changing the treatment of people at the hands of police and also raising awareness. And that is critically important, because that means that the people who are polled do have an understanding of the challenges and injustices that exist right now in America. Now, the act peacefully to destroy public and private property, I think that although people have responded yes to those questions, I think they see the bigger picture. And given the fact that there's a higher percentage of people who do feel apparently that there is a need to raise awareness and there is a need to change the way that people are treated in police custody, shows that they understand that we need to take a completely different direction that is important for these protests, and demands for racial justice continue. And now, even with the Biden numbers, Biden has consistently led Donald Trump in the state of Wisconsin. But as I always say, we're not going to get comfortable with those numbers. This is something that, we have to act as if we're down by 5 points. We have to act as if those numbers are reversed, because this is a desperate president who's been backed in a corner. And when people like Donald Trump get backed in a corner, there's no telling what they'll do. They don't care about ethics, and they don't care about playing by the rules.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.